introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Gun. 11 MC. 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Bengals had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
11 mighty. 12.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out.
but we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Mostert. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Mostert. And this time he is in. Yes. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the end zone, here's Pringle. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
11 Thomas.
Burrow on play action. And that is taken in by Hurst. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. 11.
from the 41. Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
11 empty, 11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions are...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
They'll give it to Mixon. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 40-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal. Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Here we go.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Let's go.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. First down. Here's Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. With the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow on first down. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson and nothing good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. But a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
Because each side came up with ways to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out. End zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down, Michel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
11 MT, Tate. 11 Thomas.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossen.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua, touchdown! Jalen Waddle, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. They'll try to get the run, and it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys like that, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
11.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11 empty. Stop.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's got some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. That is taken in by Hurst. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
11, 11, 11, 11.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. A run with Mostert up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run right side with Mostert. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
11.
To throw, Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MP, hey! 11 MP, hey!
Burrow. Flush to his right. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get this down to the 10. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield.
Here we go.
And when they see openings, take their shots.
11 MP, 11 MP. 12. 11. 11 Thomas.
Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
12.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
12. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
11 MP paint. 11 MP paint. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Now Burrow. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.